What's up? J Street Moto here, and welcome to the channel. This is part 3 in a little mini series I did for a highlight reel of the trip that the TRAC3 Amigos took from Charlotte, North Carolina to the Pacific Ocean and back. I hope you've enjoyed the content so far. If you have, and if you like the channel, please like the videos, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. We're going to pick up the conversation kind of right at a new question that I asked David and Juan. So hopefully it's kind of streaming together from the previous video. Okay. Any desire to do any more iron butts? The 1536. I mean, we've all talked about doing the 4 corners. I personally want to do the 48.
So do you remember what we talked about in the friend group, what each person, their role is?
Yeah, and I'm
remember what I
unhinged.
said about you?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
unhinged. I know I am.
You're the unhinged guy.
Yeah, but I know deep down inside y'all want to do that too.
Here's what I would tell you. Here's what
I'm always up for it.
I'm up for the 1,500 miles as long as it's in conjunction with something else. So in other words,
Right.
if we were going to
Chicago.
or one of the rides that we keep talking about doing,
Nova Scotia.
The snake or the dragon's back.
Oh, Tail of the Dragon and all that.
Tail of the Dragon, like something. So, because we know this thing is going to be over a 2-day period, right? So we could make it almost a 3-day, where we got the long ride and we take care of that, but then we also do a short ride as part of it.
Yeah.
Because as much as I love having the certification finally,
Yeah.
it was. I mean, we were there for a purpose.
Yeah.
It was not a fun ride.
No, but doing 1,500. Imagine doing another 500 after we finish that 19 hours, right? You're going to be hard pressed. It wasn't a fun ride because we were constantly having to go, right?
Yeah.
Doing 1,536 is not going to leave a lot of wiggle room to break off onto roads where you're going to be doing 30 miles an hour for,
No, but I think what you're saying is like do something like the
do a big loop and finish at the tail of the dragon, spend the night, and then wake up the next morning and do the tail of the dragon.
Right.
Kind of a reward at the end of it is like, okay, we've done this hard riding, and now we're going to finish it up with, because that's a bucket list thing, right?
It is.
For riders.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of like 89A in Arizona, right? That made the trip through the desert.
Oh, worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
So that's all.
Well, for those of you listening, yes, we are all 3 from North Carolina, and the Tail of the Dragon is about an hour-and-a-half ride to get to, and none of us have ridden it. So we know there are people that come from the West Coast to the East Coast just to ride that section of road. So no, but
and listen,
we're going to get there at some point.
Maybe that's our third ride.
Blue Ridge Parkway.
Blue Ridge Parkway,
right? Maybe that's our third ride next year. Right?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put it as part of an iron butt.
Yeah, just go up and catch the Blue Ridge Parkway, ride it down. The Tail of the Dragon's close to it. Pop the Tail of the Dragon and end up at Cherokee, spend the night at the casino, and then come home.
Yeah.
We can
do that for a weekend, 3-day weekend.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts.
Okay.
Final thoughts about the trip.
Final thoughts about the trip. Number 1. I am not fluffy. I do not like fluffy.
You are fluffy.
I will not be fluffy moving forward.
Fluffy.
Jim snores like there's no tomorrow.
So do you.
I do, but I'm working on that. And the best camaraderie I have ever had in my life was with the 3 of us making this trip.
Nice.
Which is why I want it again and again and again.
I get that. All right. What about you, bud? Final thoughts?
My motorcycle's outside. Let's go.
I know.
Good thing about being retired, right? Let's go do it now. I can go ride now. Let's go take a trip. I mean, honestly, that's it. It's for me. It's such a relaxing thing to be able to just go out and ride and just covering ground, covering road. You know, you're with a couple of other people, but you're not with a couple of other people. You know, everybody's doing it alone while we're on the bikes, and so we've all got, you know, plenty of time to be like Juan and get lost in our thoughts and miss exits. But you know, but we all have those times where it's even as loud as our bikes can be and as windy, as noisy as the wind can be. You know, you're still kind of able to be lost in your thoughts, be lost in the music, relax. Which seems weird, you know, when you're riding a 700 or more mile day. But just relax, chill out, and ride. It's a good mental health.
It's therapeutic.
Yep.
Very refreshing. Yeah, I mean, it is. It recharges.
I tell my wife that all the time. It doesn't matter if I go 5 miles or 500 miles. Being on that bike it's
therapy.
It's therapy.
And I agree with that, but for me, there is a difference. I don't get the same. I need a day. I need those 500 and 600 mile days. I need to be past the safety net from home before my soul starts to recharge, and you know what I mean.
That. I get that.
And I think you got to finally feel that operating without a safety net this time, because Sturgis, you got close. It's sort of there, but you're kind of like, you know.
And if you think about it, with Sturgis, it was the ride there and the ride home, but we had an area of operation, right?
Exactly.
A central area of operation that we were coming back to. So you could completely unpack your bags. You could completely unpack your toiletries. You could do all these things, so you felt like you had like this.
Felt like you were just taking a day ride.
Yeah, right. It's different when you're going every single day. You know, it's like if you unpack it, you have to repack it all. And that's the part I was talking about earlier with learning how to pack. You know, we went to Key West. If you remember, I had to leave a whole bunch of clothes at David's house because I couldn't even get everything closed.
He couldn't get repacked the day after he got there.
Right.
Or the day we were leaving.
And then, you know, we went to Sturgis and we had an area of operation, so everything was there. We went to California. It's like, oh my God, do I have to really pack and repack every single day? And then you start looking at things and going, if this didn't cost this, I'd throw it away. You know, there was a point where I actually thought about going to UPS and getting a box and just shipping a bunch of stuff home because I was tired of having to handle it. So, yeah.
Well, and you had to, just by the nature of the stuff you got to bring, you had to unload a lot more of your luggage every day than we did. I literally, all I had to do was keep track of what shit was dirty and what shit was clean. I grab a toiletry bag and a clean set, and I'm done. I didn't have to reload everything every day. Let's see, for me, you are fluffy. You're going to remain fluffy. You don't, just like David doesn't get to name himself The Rock, you don't get to pick your nickname. And you are fluffy, and we love you for it. The other option would be Papa Bear, but...
And I'm all right. I'm all right with Papa Bear.
I'm not all right calling another man Papa Bear.
Okay.
I'm just not. I'm not. Let's see. So, I think for me it would be, you guys have already touched on everything that you know was cool about the trip, right? And I mean, the best part was we all made it home and nobody was. It's not like any of us are going, I don't want to hang out with that guy anymore. You know.
I would tell you too, Jim. We've now done up to 4. Okay, because when Desi went with us to Key West, I'm not a person that wants to ride with 20 people. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Right. I think 4 or 5 would probably be the maximum I would ever want to ride with.
Oh yeah.
Right. It allows us the freedom on the road to run up hard, you know, and see if we can top out the speedometer.
Yeah.
Right. Or see, you know, take each other on, or drift back and lose my thoughts, and then all of a sudden wake up and go,
You realize you're a mile and a half
ahead of me, and then, you know,
and then
wind it out and gun it and right back in line.
And then wonder why your gas mileage is worse than ours.
Yeah. but you know, I always hear about people going in big groups to places like Sturgis or Daytona or whatever. I don't think I would ever want to ride like that.
I've done large rides. You've done too. We did the same one. Shortly after I got my bike, the first bike, we rode with I mean,
shit ton of people.
It was a veterans ride around the 485 loop, and there were enough bikes that at 70 miles an hour, Anne-Marie videoed the whole train. There were enough bikes that at 70 miles an hour, riding in a group, the video was 6.5 minutes long. That is a lot of people, you know, easily over a couple of hundred, and you're just like, you know, so I've ridden in that. And it's okay for like a charity event, short ride. I'm just going from point A to point B. We're gonna do this. We'll be done in about an hour. No freaking way I wouldn't want to be in that kind of group
for a long time.
Even more. I think you're right. The sweet spot for the max would be 4 to 5. Going more than that, it becomes really hard to manage. It gives me a new respect for a lot of riding clubs and people that do go out and do 500 miles with 30 guys in a pack. That's a, you know, I don't think I would enjoy it as much, is the best way to put it. Because I wouldn't be able to relax, wouldn't be able to think about what's happening. Don't worry about that, we're still talking. Okay. The video's just stopped and I'll stretch it out.
Got it.
So yeah, my other final thought would be, yeah, no, I need to get the motor work done on the bike. You've got hat envy, I've got motor envy. Because David's bike he blew us all away this trip. And it really, I'm sitting there going, yeah, I need
power.
I need power. I don't want a new bike, but I need power. And so I did want to mention this to you guys, because I've done it on mine already, but I haven't pushed it. I haven't finished it up yet and pushed it up yet. One of the comments I got, we've got a guy up in Canada, and I wish I could remember his name. We got a guy up in Canada that's been watching all the YouTube videos, and he comments on them. And one of the comments he made was, he was like, it'd be kind of cool for y'all to do a video of a walk around of your bike and talk about what you've done to it, what you've added to it, you know, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, why you picked that bike, you know, that kind of thing. And I did that on mine already with all the little things that I've done to it. But I didn't know if y'all would be up for that. If you are, we could set up some time. That would be one where we're releasing them individually. It'd be like, all right, this is David's bike. And then maybe a video later that talks about, here's how I pack mine out. Here's what I do. That'll be one that probably happens the next time we do a trip. Absolutely. For me. I'm not going to intentionally pack out the bike just to show people, you know, how we do it. But maybe the next trip, we say, all right, this is how I pack mine out. This is how David packs his. This is how Juan packs his out. Yeah. Just future thought. We're thinking about it, right? Cool. Okay, so the fundraiser. It is going to be open until, what's the Friday after Labor Day? Oh, no, 2 Fridays. The 9th. The 9th of September. The fundraiser is going to close officially. So if you're going to donate and you feel like donating, we love the donations. It'll count towards our cause. The link will be in the description of this video, and it will be open until the 9th of September. After that point, the fundraiser will no longer be open, and we cannot accept donations. Again, we're raising money for Susan G. Komen to fight breast cancer. I've enjoyed putting together these. It's been kind of cool to relive the trip, putting together, that will be another final point of mine. I've gotten to relive the trip, putting it together, and I hope if you guys have watched the videos, that it's helped you kind of relive the trip too and
awesome.
Remember back to it. So I've really enjoyed putting that together, but this will be the final one in the entire series, and then we'll be doing other kinds of content. So if you've liked what we're doing, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and as always, well, you guys say bye.
See ya.
Here's a see ya.
Later.
Always ride safe.